Welcome back to 2019 PDGA Pro World's Chase Card coverage of the MPO division. I'm Ian Anderson, joined by Kevin Jones.
Hello, everybody. Moving Day World Championships. I'm really excited. What do you think, Ian?
Yeah, it should be a fun watch. We are back out at Northwood course. Huge fan of this course. Watching it anyway. I'm sure it's going to kick my butt on Sunday.
It's very difficult. One of the most difficult courses we've played on tour so far. Trees lining the fairways the entire way throughout all 18 holes. Constantly stressed out on your tee shots, making sure you're getting up the fairway, but then you got to be making your putts also if you want to score well.
Yeah, this course really tests your scrambling ability.
No doubt, every hole.
Trying to mitigate those natural OB strokes. We're on hole 1. What's the pro play, Kev?
Hole 1 is a very average difficulty hole of the course. It's the 12th hardest of the course. It's averaging a little bit above par. It's 3.5. We got 3 main routes right now. People are going to be opting for their angle of choice out of the hand. Dickerson looks like he's opting for a stable mid-range through the inside gap. Very nice shot. That's what you want to do. Getting through the gap on this hole is goal number 1.
Yeah, just outside the circle. A little bit of a scary putt with that drop off behind, but he is a fantastic jump putter.
Oh, no doubt about it.
And just putter in general, honestly.
What is going on? See, that was a 4th hyzer route that I've never even seen if he did that on purpose.
Yeah, I think so. That was Simon Lizotte fighting an early tree. Here's Nate Sexton with the forehand roller. I like this play.
Yep, getting that back left foot on the corner of the box so that it's legal. He's through the gap, and he'll have an easy 3 for the most part. I think that's most of his play there.
Yeah, exactly. Try to get lucky. Maybe get a birdie, but easy par.
Right.
Eric Oakley.
And this is a interesting play as well. Oakley going with a very straight forehand.
Probably a felon, I believe.
Yeah,
One of
definitely.
those beat-up ones.
Definitely, and that was a pretty good shot.
I liked it. Simon with some work left to do here to save par.
Yeah, the scrambling as you were talking about. Looks like he's starting out pretty hot, but he's going to have to make a 40-footer to save par.
That he is from a little bit in the brush. Nate Sexton looks like he's got the dart in his hands. Trying to rake up a bullseye. Yeah, that should par. Eric got a long look for the 2.
Slight slope where his putter's heading, but it was really soft, so no problem there.
And Dickerson putting right at that drop-off. Tag the pole at least.
Yeah, no problem.
And Simon for the par save. It's a good way to start your day.
A fantastic way, honestly. It's always good to start with a circle's edge putt. It really can give you some extreme confidence moving throughout the course.
Yeah, hopefully we'll see that going forward. Sexton cleans up his par. Looks like Dickerson will do the same. This hole's funny. It's like it's pretty hard to birdie, but you're probably not going to bogey either.
Yeah, not for the most part, unless you really miss that gap and just get into some trouble.
Yeah, you're really not getting in the rough like you are on other holes out here at Northwood.
Right.
There's Eric dropping in his par. We'll keep our scores moving into hole 2 as everybody takes a par there. Chris Dickerson with a 1-stroke lead on the chase card. Get the small straight going? Yeah, we do. Nice.
Yep.
I'll take it. Hole 2. What's the play, Kev?
Hole 2 straight into the 4th hardest hole on the course now. The play is a sidearm flex through this gap, bending left down into the valley, but it needs to be hooking up by the time it gets in the valley, and then you'll find yourself somewhere on the dancing floor.
Yeah. What kind of disc are you going for? Like something pretty overstable? Like
I've experimented with a few different options. I've went with glidey initially, like a straight distance driver, and I realized that they really didn't hook up where I needed them to, so I was ending a little early left. So I started going with pretty overstable through that gap, and that gave me the finish that I needed and into the putting floor. This is the 3 play right here. Good shot from Chris, not wanting to mess with anything. Just kind of making it a 2-shot hole.
Yeah, exactly. Like we saw Philo do that before. Simon, this is looking great.
Last tree.
Man, had a great angle on it, though, and was just starting to do the thing it needed to.
Yeah.
Sexton with an orc here. One of his pearly ones.
That was a good-looking shot. Oh, my goodness, go in.
Wow.
Well done. So he actually went pretty glidey there, pretty straight driver, but he played it straight. He played a flat shot that turned a little bit left and hit the gap perfectly.
Nicely done by Mr. Sexton. I'm sure we got a felon here from Eric. This is wide. That's a great kick. All things considered.
Oh, yeah. Okay. And I think I see his disc trickling down there almost into the valley. He should be almost looking at the basket.
Simon looks to be about 150 from the pin.
So putt, no problem.
Yeah, right? Yeah, exactly. And slides it across the bridge for an easy 3. We got Chris Dickerson, who finished short left. He's about halfway there. Maybe a little closer.
That's a fantastic shot from where he was.
Wasn't it?
That's a really good scramble.
This is a guy who plays in the woods a lot, though, right? Down in, like, Tennessee.
Yes. Takes his time on all of his shots, makes sure he's got the best option. Well done there.
Honestly, that was kind of a bad shot from Eric.
Yeah, he actually had a really good result from his drive. Probably should have landed on the peninsula at least, but if you can make that putt, it doesn't matter. Unfortunately, that time just off. That upshot's going to cost him 1 stroke.
That it is. As he cleans up the 4 there, Nate Sexton's going to walk over and check out his putt for a 2.
Yeah, he's going to love it right now.
Oh, that was very unnate.
It really was.
Right?
He's not one to squander opportunities like that.
Yeah. I haven't seen a ton of drives on this hole, but that's the best one I've ever seen. And Dickerson cleans up his par after that beautiful upshot. Nate with a sad par after missing the putt.
Looks like a bunch of 3s and a 4 from EO. Moving on.
I think you're right. Yep, Eric dropping back a little bit on the chase card. Everybody else kicking it. And we'll be looking at hole 3, which I believe is a little par 4 action here. We are headed straight down the tunnel, kicking right, and then your second shot is across this little plateau. We got a little valley action here, right before the pin.
Yeah, this is one of the more easy holes on the course, even though it's very difficult still, especially with having some teeth early in the hole. If you have a sidearm, I believe most players are going to be opting for the sidearm because you can really get around the trees on the right side into the opening and have a straight putter shot. Chris Dickerson is going to go fairway driver, it looks like.
This is pretty.
Needs to go. Well done.
Man, anything out in that second opening is just amazing.
Yeah.
Simon Lizotte's going to try and go hang out with Chris.
Another perfectly played backhand.
Yeah, man. That should make for some great birdie opportunities.
Here's a forehand play.
Looks like a destroyer from Nate.
Believe you're right, and if it has the distance, it's going to be good. It didn't, though.
Yeah, missed the corner by just a couple feet, but
Yep.
he's going to be paying the price.
He sure will. Instead of having a wide open upshot, he will be contested.
Oakley.
2 sidearms and 2 backhands. This sidearm just flipped up too much, and he will know it on his upshot.
Yeah.
That's going to be tough from there.
Sexton trying to make it work from the woods, but turns out over just a little too much.
Yeah, it looked doable, but very difficult.
Yeah. And Eric, this is pretty much Parville at best.
There's a lot of cabbage up there. I kind of expected that, but he'll be fine with a straight shot into the green.
Dickerson second.
That's a PA3, I believe, on his upshot.
Okay, yeah. He was throwing that thing all over the place.
Yeah, he throws it so well. Just very straight with some predictable finish.
Mm-hmm. Simon after that monster drive.
It's a good job from both of those players, capitalizing on their nice position.
Yep. Oakley looking at his third.
Opting for the Claymore sidearm, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Understable mid. Very well done.
Yeah, really nice, really pretty. And Nate's got the dart.
Go in. Woohoo.
From 87 feet, he tickled the chains, man. Oh, what a run.
Yeah, that was a really pretty shot.
And Simon demonstrating balance even before he putts.
Yes, he is, and there's his birdie.
Nicely done, Simon. Chris, after a beautiful up, maybe coming back for his 3. It's funny, you think of that as a forehand hole, but the backhanders got the birds.
That's very true. Both forehands were in the trouble, right side from Nate, left side from Eric, and that cost him. I was going to just say, that's why I really like this hole. It really puts some pressure on your tee shot, and if you execute your tee shot, the work isn't done, but it's at least almost done. And
yeah. You go backhand or forehand on this one?
I go forehand. I really think that it's more open if you have that forehand shot.
Sure. There are those birds of the backhand gang. Chris, one away a little bit. So sit at 23 down on the event. We're on to hole 4 decisions. Do you lay up here or do you try to blast it down the tunnel?
It depends on who you are. If you're James Conrad, you throw it as hard as you can to that basket. I actually saw him to it in practice.
I was going to say, somebody told me yesterday he got within 30 feet.
He sure did. 30 feet and made his putt with his Wraith. Really, I don't think that's the play for 99% of the field, but I do for him. He will hit that gap and get up the fairway. The majority of people, though, will be throwing to the short tee box or the mulch. And really, you just need to be in the middle of the fairway. It's so key to be in the middle of the fairway.
Dickerson taking a line I hadn't seen yet, which is everyone's been throwing hyzers on me, but he blasted up the middle.
Yeah. It's like 50-50 almost. People opting for the hyzer through here to the landing zone or a straight shot. Like Simon going hyzer. That's a good play, especially with the wall on the left side.
And Florida did tag that tree, surprisingly.
Did it?
Yeah, so he coming up a little shorter than he's going to plan for. Make that second shot a little longer. Sexton. That is Firefly?
I'm not sure.
Looks like a putter. Put it on the pad, though.
Definitely a putter, and that's pretty much right where he wanted to be.
Yeah. Eric Oakley. Looks like he's going to be laying up at the mouth as well.
Yes. Much more people, or many more people than I thought were going to choose this hyzer line to the landing zone.
Didn't quite work out for Eric, though. He didn't really make the corner. Has an interesting second shot. Needed to flip it a little more on that, but that's a great kick.
Yeah, I also like that play because deep right in that gap is actually doable to get up and down. So I think that's a good mistake from Eric.
Yeah, it does really open up, doesn't it?
It opens up a little bit, but still, that was a good break to kick right to the middle. So
Simon with a butte from there. We'll leave him a long look for birdie. And Sexton is going to flex a Sexton Firebird down this tunnel.
It's a cool play. He's thinking, hit the gap, let's get 30 feet right, and let's make a putt. But he contested that left side with the flex. Unfortunate.
I feel like the best shot there is like a flip-up backhand.
Yeah, it would have to be a mid-range, depending on where you are, a mid-range or a putter. Man, not quite enough turn for Dickerson, but he'll be just outside the circle.
Mm-hmm. He doesn't mind being there.
No, sir.
Oakley. This will be his third shot. That'll give him a chance to save a par.
Yep, no relaxation yet from Eric, though. It's still a tough putt for his par.
That it is. Simon from 67.
Oh, my goodness. I was going to say just left out of his hand. I didn't realize it was that close.
Yeah, it was. Oh, man, what a great bid by Simon. He's so good at those long runs.
Yeah, standstills. It's impressive.
Sexton from a little bit closer, 60 feet.
Same result.
Isn't the same spot on the basket?
Golly, they're so close.
All right, Dickerson's from 40.
Whoa.
There's your boy.
That's right. Dickerson with the PA3, probably his signature 300 PA3, right in the middle of the chains.
We almost got a smile out of him there.
Almost. Almost.
Eric.
Not quite yet.
Nice par save from Eric.
Yeah, well done.
It's a bit of a struggle through the hole, but came out with no damage. As will Simon and Nate. They were looking for some birdies, but they'll settle for pars. It's a tough get.
Yeah, I mean, that's the 10th hardest hole in the course. Very average for the course, but very, very hard.
It is. There's Dickerson with a stroke on the card, taking this chase card lead out to 2. And we will kick it off to our sponsors.
Love getting outside and challenging yourself to become better? How about spending time with family and friends, or just marveling at the pure joy of flight? Then you've come to the right place at the right time. Join the PDGA.
We are back to the action. Huge thanks to all our sponsors for making this coverage possible. Hole 5, man. After watching this one, I really feel it's a backhand hole. Like a hyzer flip backhand.
Yeah.
To turn over. Forehand just doesn't work.
Oh, it definitely is a backhand hole, the way that it shapes. You need that late bend to the right ever so slightly because you can't turn it over. It's not going to get there either. The gap's very, very narrow.
Dickerson on the box. That is leaking right, and that thing is flying so far left. It hit nothing.
Yeah, it did leak right and then took a gnarly kick straight left.
Simon, he's just throwing pure Annie here.
That's good. A little much turn, but he might get a putt out of it. Like 60, 70.
Yeah, I think so.
Downhill putt, too. That's a tough one. Nate is just saying, let's just hit the gap. Let's just get up the fairway, play Sexton golf.
Looks like his orc again. And almost hit it, just a little bit left and kicked right. I didn't go too deep on him, though. Eric with a felon.
2 players opting for sidearm here. It's a little surprising.
I guess I'll get you that initial gap, but it's just not going to birdie for you.
Yeah, they're
risk-reward play.
I suppose that they're realizing the teeth of the hole and understanding that if you don't hit this gap and you kick off in the woods, it's almost an instant 4 sometimes. So getting up the fairway to where Eric got is a par.
It is.
They'll take that.
Yeah. Unfortunately, Sexton did find an early tree and then had to throw a forehand roller from the bush.
Dickerson shaking hands with the trees.
And he's about 30 feet left of the fairway. And does manage to land back on. I don't know if you saw it catch right down there.
Did he?
Yeah, it was pretty incredible from where he was. He had absolutely nothing. This is Sexton's 3rd. Floating the dart up there.
It's about 20 feet, maybe a little bit more.
Yeah, it's a longer putt than you want for bogey, but
Yep.
it's still a putt. And here's where Dickerson landed, back perfectly on the fairway. Not easy to do from where he was.
About how far do you think he has left?
Looks to be 80 feet.
Yeah, it's a long putt. Downhill, behind. It's almost a death putt.
He's really good at half goes, though.
Yes.
Yeah, like just helicoptering him right in.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's probably what we'll see here. He's lining it up. Oh, my word.
It was almost too good. He dropped it right on top.
What a run.
Simon, this will be for birdie. He was in Rex or der links. He was going left, which is links. Eric. Oh, man, had an alley for the birdie, but faded out just a little bit early. That's going to par. Sexton looking for the bogey save. Nate.
Just a little bit out of his feel right now.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
Simon coming back for par.
A good par save from Simon.
That it was. I mean, Eric Oakley's caddy, man. Have you seen him? Did you see him out there yesterday?
Yes. Yes. It looks quite amazing.
He's in one of those full white Masters suits, you know, like and then he's got Eric Oakley's name on his back. It's like, it could not be more awesome.
It is pretty cool. I hope we see him on film.
I got him for a second. Hopefully they edited him in.
Nice.
Yeah. A bunch of drop-ins there. And we'll check out our scores. I believe the only damage there. Oh, not the only damage. Nate with a double. Chris with the bogey. Man, you get off the fairway on that one. It's insta-bog.
Yeah, it is. That's why I guess they opted for a couple sidearms there, trying to make sure that they got down the fairway.
Yep. Hole 6, par 3, 370. I'm surprised I don't see more backhand rollers on this one.
I kind of am too, actually.
Like the grabby grass, you know?
Yeah, grabby grass. Not a real true gap. I'm actually surprised, too. The only thing is that brush on the left side can get in the way.
Okay, I see you there.
But the successful rollers were kind of cutting So you throw it real far right with a lot of cut, and it just kind of takes that angle away.
Dig it. Simon?
That's a really, really well-executed shot from Simon. That's almost exactly what he was wanting to do.
Yeah, just faded just a little bit late, but he's got a circle's edge putt for the birdie. Eric Oakley.
That looks really good, too.
Wow. Almost skipping it in.
Fantastic shot from Eric. That's a common result also for the really good shots. They just skip a little left and just into the brush line.
Yeah, you got to throw something so fast and skippy, this low ceiling.
There's that ceiling getting a hold of Chris.
Sexton. There's a Sexton Firebird forehand roller. Here's a roller.
That looks gravy.
Oh, man.
Oh, he's going to be hurting.
Okay.
It worked out real well, but I know he's
Yeah.
a little disappointed in that last tree kick.
It was going to be even better.
It was going to be so good, but what a shot still. Dickerson contests to the ceiling. That'll snatch his birdie opportunity away from him. He'll be taking a par.
Good upshot from 183 feet away.
Yep.
Simon,
He knew it out of his hand.
didn't he? Sexton also has a 2-look.
Wait a second. Sexton's switching to the staggered stance.
Oh, he did, didn't he?
Yes, he is. He's just looking for a little bit different feel. Dead center. I hope you guys can learn something from that. When you're just a little bit off, changing it up is not a bad idea.
Crazy good observation, Kevin. Impressed, man. Eric Oakley almost made the 2, but kind of lipped out. Dickerson coming back for his par. Well done.
Man, Eric's going to be pretty disappointed after that also. Such a good drive, right under the basket, but just enough in the woods to give him a little issue.
Yeah, Simon and Eric getting pretty close relatively for this hole anyway. You know?
For sure.
As Eric cleans up, we'll check out that solo bird. Nice to see Nate come back from the double.
Yeah, it's nice.
Get a nice birdie right there. He has 19 down on the round. Dickerson still leading the chase card crew with that 23. We're looking at hole 7.
Hole 7 has practically one gap. As far as air shots are concerned, there is no other gap. There's no high route, nothing crazy. You just got to throw it dead straight. Whether you like the sidearm or the backhand is up to you, but you still need 400 feet of distance with no ceiling.
And Nate's going to roll it again.
He's going forehand roller. This is a third tee shot forehand roller of the round, I think.
Love it.
Looks
yeah,
good.
You're right.
Looks good, but there's no telling what the wind is doing up there. Oh, what a well-played shot. Oh, my gosh.
That's Sexton Firebird getting close.
That's so good.
Simon, he definitely has the power to get an air shot there. Oh, but he's going roller.
I love this play. This is what I'm opting for.
Yeah.
You just can't aim to miss those trees, though.
Yeah.
You just got to hope.
Right. Oakley firing a forehand. Get some skip.
I like that play, too. I goofed around with the forehand also, and for Eric, that's a really good play for him, I think. Dickerson.
That's going to be too low. Dude, speaking of your forehand, it's been crazy impressive lately.
Thank
You've
you.
been ripping them, man.
Thank you.
I was watching out Lake Eureka, some of those way down there.
Yeah, I'm able to kind of lean on it much more now than I used to be
Yeah,
able
somebody's
to.
telling you you've been working on it?
Much.
Yeah,
Quite a lot.
definitely shows. Simon, after the errant drive, throws the upshot a little bit long, but he should be able to convert that for par. And Dickerson also left it a little bit short.
It's important just to scoot this upshot up to the rocks. Make that third putt really easy on you because it is slightly elevated, this basket.
That it is. Eric from outside the circle.
Give it to him.
What a good putt.
That was great. That was great. Catching high left chains, but penetrating the basket. That'll be a nice 2 for Eric.
See if Sexton can make it another one. That straddle's not working for him right now.
It just isn't. I'm wondering if he's thinking about that.
I wonder.
It's very, very interesting, though. Maybe he was contested there, and that's why he opted back for the straddle putt. instead of the staggered stance. Or maybe he just thought he had his feel back and he's like, I'm going to make this.
I wonder if it's a distance thing.
It could very well be, but that was a pretty similar distance to that last putt.
Yep. Dickerson making a good par putt right there.
Yeah, he don't ever miss those.
He does he?
Never. He will always give his pump and stay in the routine and then dead center.
That man is very dedicated to his routine.
Yes,
It's so smart to do that. Eric getting back in the mix with a stroke on the card, tying Nate for the chase card third place. And we will kick it off to our sponsors. All right, guys, back to the action. We're looking at hole 8. What is our pro play, Kevin?
Pro play here is going to be a massive roller. It's actually really interesting. This is definitely a roller hole. Like
that's what it is, right?
There's nothing else that you would really ideally want to do unless you just don't have a comfortable roller in your bag. But this is the 16th hardest hole, so it's one of the easiest holes, in other words.
Are you carrying where your roller finishes? You going straight, left, right? Do you have a preference?
That's a good question. Late right is definitely better than late left. There's much more room for your next shot late right rather than late left. So if I had a choice, I'd go right where Eric's going. No problem there. He's going to have a better ceiling and less trees to deal with.
Yeah, you can see there's hardly anything in the way.
Yeah.
Just a couple. Sexton, no slouch in the roller game.
Probably going to do the same. Maybe Thunderbird?
That might even be a destroyer. I wonder.
That'd be cool. So I love how he throws his rollers really over the top and putting it on the angle himself rather than something flippy and flipping it into the angle.
Seppo was kind of saying you do the same thing.
Yeah, definitely. That's where Seppo and I differ in our rollers.
That's true, isn't it? Yeah, he really throws something flat and lets it turn. Simon, an absolute monster roller thrower, and he's putting one down right here.
He threw that pretty flat.
That thing got some flip. I wouldn't be surprised if that's an old PD2 or something.
Yeah, I think so. That's a good play. He got so late left that I don't think he'll even have a ceiling.
Yeah, I think he's only like 170 from the pin.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Dickerson, see what he's got. Oh, unfortunate.
That needed to miss some stuff.
No. Had great angle on it otherwise.
Yep.
Just got unlucky with the trees there. Looking at Chris, he is well back from the pin. I believe it was 480.
From here, it's really hard to get an air shot there. The grass is thick. There's that low ceiling. Ideally, you're going to want to roll it from back there.
I thought he might go for a roller again.
Yeah. But he could have piered that shot. There's no doubt.
Yeah. Eric, looking at his second. Flexing a forehand over there.
It's a good quality shot from Eric. It's kind of interesting. This course lays out so weird. The last 5 holes that we played were all in between the 9th hardest and the 14th hardest.
Really?
Very average difficulty holes for the course. But we're about to get into the meat of the course.
Yes, you are. Wow, Chris. Okay.
There's a good shot there.
Yep.
Solidifying his par. Gonna move on.
Totally redeeming himself. So Sexton's roller was so far, he's throwing a standstill dart second shot, it looked like.
Yeah, that definitely means he crushed his roller.
And here is where Simon ended up. And there's our rangefinder guy doing some rangefinder work for you. Like I said, 170 something from the pin.
Nice.
That'll work for him. Eric, the longest of the birdie putts. Yeah, I've noticed when he putts confidently, it just goes in. His misses are the fluffs. Yeah.
Yeah, Eric is a interesting cat sometimes when he's putting. He loves to out loud tell himself what a lot of us tell ourselves not out loud.
That is really funny, Kevin.
So,
You're not wrong.
I mean, what he says out loud, come on, you got this, dude. Focus. Finish. Stuff like that. We're all saying that, but he does say it out loud. It's hilarious.
I love it, man.
And it works for him. Like you said, when he's confident, it drops.
They just go in, yeah. There is Simon tying Chris with that 23 down on the event. We got a tie with Eric and Nate as well. We're on to hole 9, a really good forehand hole if you got one.
Yes, this is the final hole of the front 9. This is the second easiest hole on the course, and this is the last hole before one of the hardest holes on the course, and the hardest stretch of the course easily. This is a forehand hole, if I've ever seen one. Unless you're James Conrad, I have to shout him out for nailing the cage.
Did he?
He nailed it in round 2.
Oh my gosh.
Backhand rock. Eric, sidearm, pushing, that's going to be in the Christmas tree. It just depends on how that finishes, though. If he's late Christmas tree, that's a makeable putt. Early, no thanks.
He's far enough out he can straddle. He can give himself a putt, but it's not super clean.
Okay.
We got a Sexton Firebird from Nate, 57 miles an hour.
He flipped that up to flat. Got that further than him. Almost too far, though. That bush on the left there is where you also don't want to finish, but good spot for him.
Yep, clean putt. Simon.
Another flat forehand. Oh,
Wow.
my
I
goodness.
was wondering how close that was, man. Oh, that looks so good from the tee.
Almost helped by the tree.
Right?
And yes, that was really close. A couple feet at most.
Dickerson?
Dickerson, there's the hyzer angle forehand. Left it a little bit wide, though. He's going to be jump putting.
I don't think he'll mind.
I don't think so either.
Let's see if he can bang this too.
Let's see. Chris Dickerson, PA3. Thanks for coming. See you on the next hole, the back 9.
He's shooting free throws out there with you, Kevin.
He's really good at it.
You know? It is unbelievable watching that guy step putt. Oh, Eric leaves it just a little high.
You know he's going to be frustrated, because I would be too. This is one of the easiest holes on the course, so it's frustrating when you're left in a makeable range but can't convert. Nate, did he straddle or did he stagger?
He did straddle that one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. So straddle's back to feeling good. Hopefully he can get it going in the back 9.
It's Simon after the almost ace. Makes good on the birdie. It looks like Eric will be taking a lone par here. Checking out our scores after 9. Got Dickerson and Simon both tied at 24 down, 3 down on the round. That's pretty good through the front 9.
Yeah, no fireworks at least, but a 3 down, 2 down, 1 down, like under par is super solid out here, and there's plenty of room to work on the back 9.
That there is. We'll catch you guys there. Thanks for watching.